Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer electronic control board. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new electronic control board. The electronic control board is located in the console of the washer and it controls all the functions of the washer. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's failed and the washer is not working properly. In order to change the part, we have to go around to the back of the washer. We can use our 1/4-inch nut driver to loosen these 3 screws up. You don't have to take the screws all the way out, but you do have to lift them up so they don't catch as we're trying to lift the console up. Now that you have the screws loose, we can lift the console up and very carefully set it on the top of the washer. You want to make sure you don't damage the washer top or the control panel. Now that we have the console open, we have access to the electronic control board. It's over here on the left-hand side. There's a bunch of wire connectors that we have to take off. Most of them are color coordinated, but there are a few of them that aren't. So make sure you take a picture or write down whatever you need to remember. We're going to start on the left-hand side. We're going to take this hose off first. It's for the water level pressure switch. All you have to do is pull it off and set it out of the way. Most of the electrical connections have some sort of locking tab that you're going to have to press and then pull the connector off. We're just going to go around the board and take all these off. Once you have the thermistor wire harness disconnected, we're going to take all the wiring harnesses out of the clips and get them out of the way. Now that we have the wiring harness out of the clip, we can remove the rest of the plugs. Once you have this one out, we're going to unhook the wiring harness from the clip and lay it back out of the way. Once you have that one unplugged, we can take the power outlet off. There's no locking tab on this one, you just have to wiggle it off. Once you have this one out, you can unhook the wiring harness from the clip and lay the wiring harness out of the way. The last 2 are on the end, and we're just going to push the tabs down and unhook the harnesses. Now that we have all the wiring harnesses out of the way, we can use a 1/4-inch nut driver to take out the screw that holds it down. Once you have the screw out, we can get all the wiring harnesses out of the way, and then we can lift the electronic control board out. Once you have it out, you can pull it out of the washing machine. Here's the old electronic control board next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new electronic control board in, we're going to move the wiring harnesses out of the way. Then we're going to line up the legs with the openings and lower the control board down into place. Once you have it down, we can grab the 1/4-inch nut driver and put the screw in to hold it in place. Now that we have the control board secure, we can reattach all the wiring harnesses. We're going to lift these wire harnesses over the control board to get them out of the way. Once you have them out of the way, we can reconnect the wiring harnesses on this end. There's 2 that go down here. There's a big one and a small one. Put the bottom one on first, which is the bigger one. You just want to make sure you press all these in so they lock on the tab and you get a good connection. Then we can put the power cord on. I'm going to route that through its clips. and then push it down into the control board. It can only go one way. Then we can put the one that goes here in. That was the red and the blue wires. That goes underneath this clip here, and then plug it into the board. Once we have that one in, we can take our flathead screwdriver and use it to help put the thermistor wires back into their clips. Once you have the wiring harness run for the thermistor, we can plug it into the control board. Now that we have the thermistor plugged in, we can come back and plug in the blue, yellow, and red one. And then we can go back and route the wiring harness through the mounting clip. And then we can plug the connectors in on this end of the board. Now that we have all the wire harnesses hooked up to the control board, we can put the water level hose back on. All you have to do is press it on, make sure it goes all the way down so you get a good seal. Once you have the hose hooked up, we can put the console back together. In order to put the console on, you want to make sure we have these 5 tabs lined up before we flip it over. Once you have the tabs lined up, we can flip it over and tighten the screws down. Once you have it down and in place, we can use the 1/4-inch nut driver to tighten the 3 screws down. Once you have the console put back together, you can plug the washer back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.